Hey all, EC here, and today we've got an interesting little story we're going to be going over in this video. So, for those that don't know, there's been a lot of talk with Nintendo Switch 2 about obviously systems being banned if people use modded cartridges. For example, cartridges that have a bunch of ROMs on them that were never officially licensed by Nintendo and they were never actually produced by Nintendo or a third party who works for Nintendo. These are cartridges that are mainly used to load custom firmwares and load ROMs and stuff, right? Now, I'm not personally against it. I'm not going to have a go at people for obviously doing it because obviously it's not my business what they do with their consoles and what they do in their spare time and stuff. But in this video, we're going to be going over a case that is kind of interesting. So, a user on Reddit has confirmed that they bought some Switch 1 games secondhand on Facebook Marketplace, which we all know how terrible Facebook Marketplace is. You either get sellers that don't respond to you, or you get games, you get scammed with a lot of stuff on Facebook Marketplace where people, it's not like the picture presented. It is what it is. Now, this user, was actually banned by Nintendo for using these secondhand games. It's really kind of strange that they just nuked his account, basically, because from what it seems that has been said, it seems like they thought he was using modded cartridges. He was able to obviously get his account unbanned by showing Nintendo, obviously, proof that he had bought these cartridges from Facebook Marketplace and they were secondhand and whatnot. But the question remains, why was Nintendo so trigger happy with this? Because it just seems like such a weird thing to do. These games were secondhand. They were already used for Switches from what it seems. So I think Nintendo might be doing a bit of a crackdown on secondhand games as well, which we all saw how well that worked for Xbox and for the Xbox One generation. They literally screwed themselves in that regard. No one bought an Xbox One because they were doing this stuff with the secondhand games. Sure, now it's a lot more different because obviously people were more open using online services and stuff. But when the Xbox One did it, no one wanted it. No one cared because they couldn't share the games. They couldn't use secondhand games or pre-owned games or share games with friends and stuff. So this is also a bit concern generally for me because I know the Switch 2 is having struggles with physical game sales because people obviously don't want the game key cards. They want the actual game on the cartridge. And hearing that, this happened and obviously this account got banned, it's been a bit of a worry to me personally. But hopefully, Nintendo, since they've unbanned him, hopefully it doesn't happen again. They can fix their system a bit because I kind of don't understand why these random secondhand games for the Switch 1 caused this guy to basically lose his Nintendo account until Nintendo restored it, because obviously turns out they were Facebook Marketplace secondhand games. So I don't know why that's caused it all, but I think it's quite an interesting situation. If you want to check out the article, guys, I'll leave the article in the Metro, down below. It's obviously a UK website, so, I'll leave it down below in the description. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. And if you need, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, turn on notifications. I've been EC and I'm signing out. Peace.